I know where I want to be, spaced out, balanced out, and make it a challenge for all the players.
As a rules official for the PGA Tour, Mark Dusbabic is responsible for the course setup this week at the Barclays tournament at Beth Page's famed Black Course on Long Island, New York. To determine the best pin placement and tee location for players and for spectators, many factors come into play, including the forecast.
We're also in tune with what the weather is doing, so we can make sure that we're not caught with a bad situation and we have a bad hole location and it becomes disastrous for our competition.
Which brings us to one of the most important people at this event. No, not Tiger or Phil. It's on-site meteorologist Wade Stetner.
Every morning the rules officials will contact me on the radio looking for wind direction, wind speeds, if it's anything that's changed over the past 24 hours, because they use that information to set the tee markers, to set the pin placements.
Well, hopefully this tournament this week is going to be fairly benign.
We're here at hole 17, right where the pros tee off. The good news is the weather will be a hole-in-one, but that's not always the case, and the golfers, the caddies, and the people that take care of the course have to be ready for anything.
I bring, rain jacket, rain pants.
More than keeping Hunter dry, the important thing is keeping the equipment dry, the grips and the clubs and everything.
Look back here and notice that we've got some really bad incoming low-lying pressure that's coming down from the south, and it's going to affect us today. And really, a lot of guys will struggle with that weather. I tend to keep the ball low, and if you play with a low, penetrating, piercing shot, you can play just fine.
So what's the biggest weather challenge for tournament officials?
I monitor the radar, I monitor the electric field, and I'm in constant contact with the tournament directors. And when we feel we're in an unsafe situation or lightning is imminent, then we'll evacuate the golf course.
Last year's tournament was a weather bogey. Hurricane Irene was bearing down on the area, and play had to end on Saturday instead of its usual Sunday finish.
They got the tournament wrapped up, they got everything broken down and out of here. It was a very busy week.
The weather this week will be all fairways and greens.
This weather here is about as perfect as you can get.
It's supposed to be nice all week, which is great.
So it's good now, and so hopefully it holds off the rest of the week. That's up to you, though. What do you think?
I'm hooking y'all up. Don't
Okay,
you
good.
worry.
Okay,
I'm
good.
hooking you up.
I'm meteorologist Stephanie Abrams.